The real struggle of young entrepreneurs in Tamale. Let me say something that might upset some people, but it needs to be said anyway. Many young entrepreneurs in Tamale are not failing because they lack talent. They are failing because they are trying to build businesses in an environment that celebrates success more than it supports the process of creating it. And that distinction changes everything. Now, before anyone misunderstands me, I am not saying Tamale doesn't have successful entrepreneurs. It does. What I am saying is that for every visible success story, there are hundreds of young people fighting battles nobody sees. And that's where the real story begins. Let me tell you about someone you probably know. A young person decides to start a business. Maybe it's photography, maybe it's fashion, maybe it's farming, media, technology, food delivery, or online services. They are excited. They create a logo. They open social media accounts. They tell friends and family. And for a few weeks, everybody becomes a motivational speaker. Keep going. We are proud of you. You will make it. But then reality arrives. And reality does not come with applause. Reality comes with rent. Reality comes with electricity bills. Reality comes with customers who want discounts. Reality comes with friends who support your post but never buys your products. And suddenly entrepreneurship becomes less about inspiration and more about survival. Now let me ask an uncomfortable question. Why do we encourage young people to start businesses, but rarely prepare them for the loneliness of running one? Because that's the part nobody talks about. You can be surrounded by people and still feel completely alone as an entrepreneur. You are carrying risks nobody sees, solving problems nobody understands, making decisions with money you don't have, and smiling publicly while privately wondering if you will survive another month. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Many young entrepreneurs in Tamale are not struggling because they lack ideas. In fact, ideas are everywhere. The real shortage is systems. Because an idea without customers is a dream. An idea without funding is a hobby. An idea without networks is a struggle, and an idea without consistency eventually becomes frustration. Now let me ask another uncomfortable question. How many businesses in Tamale are dying quietly, not because the products are bad, but because the founders are exhausted? Because people talk about financial capital all the time, but nobody talks about emotional capital. The ability to keep going when sales are low. The ability to continue creating when nobody is paying attention. The ability to stay disciplined when results are delayed. That is a different kind of wealth. And many entrepreneurs run out of it before they run out of talent. Now here's the twist. Sometimes the biggest obstacle isn't money, it's visibility. Because you can be excellent and still be invincible. You can solve real problems and still struggle for customers. You can work harder than anyone around you and still feel ignored. But let's go deeper. There's another struggle we rarely discuss. Many young entrepreneurs are expected to succeed immediately. Family members ask, "How is the business going?" Friends ask, "Are you making money yet?" Society asks, "When will you become successful?" But almost nobody asks, what are you learning? What systems are you building? What mistakes are you overcoming? And that's dangerous, because when society becomes obsessed with outcomes, people become afraid of the process. And entrepreneurship is nothing but process. Now remember this, many young entrepreneurs in Tamale are not failing because they lack talent. They are struggling because they are trying to build in an environment that often applauds success louder than it supports creation. Once we understand the real struggles, we stop judging entrepreneurs by their results alone and start appreciating the battles they fight every day. But I will still leave you with this. If so many talented young entrepreneurs are working hard, taking risks, and still struggling, then perhaps the real question isn't whether entrepreneurs need more support. The real question is, what kind of economy are we creating if the people brave enough to build businesses feel they are fighting alone?